So let's talk about turning your words into content that actually works. We're going to break down a playbook, a proven strategy for making every single word you write count towards a real conversion.
You know that feeling, right? You pour all this time and energy into writing something you think is great, you hit publish and nothing? Just crickets? It is so frustrating when your message doesn't land. But here's the good news. There's usually a clear reason why, and it's totally fixable.
And this is the big mindset shift. A lot of people think persuasive writing is some kind of magical gift you're born with. It's not. It's a skill. It's a science with a clear strategy, and that means anyone, including you, can learn to master it.
So here's our game plan. We'll start with what persuasive writing really is, then dive into knowing your audience. After that, we'll unpack the AIDA formula, talk tools like language and SEO, nail the call to action, and finally, see how it all works together.
All right, first up, the art of persuasive writing. Let's get into how we can turn simple words into actual sales.
Okay, and this is maybe the most important part. You have to know your audience. This is the absolute foundation for everything else we're going to talk about. To really connect, you've got to go way beyond just who they are. You need to get inside their head. What problems are keeping them up at night? What do they secretly wish they could achieve? Answering these questions is how you build a real emotional connection. Next up, the AIDA attraction formula. Now this is a classic, time-tested structure for persuasion that just plain works. The magic of AIDA is in its flow. Think about it. First, you have to grab their attention. You gotta stop the scroll. Once you have it, you build their interest by talking about a problem they recognize. Then you create desire by showing them the solution. And finally, you tell them exactly what to do with the call to action. See? Each step logically leads to the next.
Okay, having the AIDA structure is great, but now we need the right tools to actually build it. Let's talk language, SEO, and trust.
Just look at the night and day difference here. How to write good content is fine. It's okay. But 5 persuasive writing techniques to double your online sales? That's specific, it promises a huge benefit, and it makes you curious. That's a title that you almost have to click. And then you've got these guys, power words. They're not just descriptive, they tap right into our emotions. Words like secret and exclusive make us feel like we're getting insider info. Discover and extraordinary promise something new and exciting. Sprinkling these in your writing can make a huge difference. Now, this is absolutely critical. You could write the most persuasive article in the history of the internet, but if no one can find it, it doesn't matter. This is where SEO, or search engine optimization, comes in. It's how you make sure your ideal customer finds you. So, what does that really mean? Well, it boils down to a few basics. You need to know the keywords your audience is actually searching for. You use those in your titles and throughout your content. Your meta description is like your little ad on Google. It all works together as a system to get you seen.
And here is the golden rule. Please remember this. Do not stuff keywords everywhere. Years ago, that might have worked, but search engines are way smarter now. You have to write for humans first and then optimize for Google second. If it's hard to read, you've already lost.
Moving on to the final piece of the puzzle, the crucial call to action. This is the moment you turn a passive reader into an active customer.
I mean, look at this. Click here is so passive, so boring. Who gets excited about that? But the strong CTA, it's active, it's urgent, it says now, and it reminds you of the value. You're not just clicking, you're getting a guide to start writing content that sells. Now that is motivating.
Okay, enough theory. Let's see how all these pieces click together in the real world. We're going to walk through a promotional email for a digital marketing course and see the AIDA formula in action step by step.
Check this out. It starts before you even open the email, in the subject line. This is a perfect attention grabber. It uses our power words, discover and secret, to spark curiosity, and adding apply it today makes it feel immediately useful. You just can't help but wonder what that secret is. And boom, the very first line goes straight for the interest stage by hitting a universal pain point. Anyone who's tried to build something online has felt this. You immediately think, yeah, they get me. That creates an instant connection.
And this is where you build the desire. It's not just a course, it's a solution. It promises tested strategies and dangles 2 huge benefits: campaigns that actually convert and getting customers without going broke. It's painting a picture of a much, much better future.
And here it is, the final push for action. The call to action is so clear and direct, sign up now. It creates urgency with don't miss this opportunity. It's not just asking you to click, it's inviting you to start transforming your business. That is a powerful command.
So, let's wrap this up. Here's your playbook in a nutshell. First, you have to know your audience inside and out. Then, use the IDA formula to give your writing a persuasive structure. Fill it with powerful words and irresistible titles. Make sure people can find it with natural SEO. And always end with a strong, clear call to action.
Look, this isn't just a bunch of theory. You now have a practical, step-by-step playbook to write content that truly connects with people and gets them to act. So the only real question left is, what are you going to write first?